What's up, guys? Brenton Daniel here, the 39th episode of C Money Weekly Motivation. And just quick one, 40 days to Christmas. 2019 is over, 2020 is upon us. And, it's called the silly season. So it's called a silly season for a reason, guys. A lot of people go out and spend a lot of money that they don't have. They go and buy stuff on credit. And, I know it's the time for giving and the time for sharing. But you find a lot of people going into Christmas and over debting themselves, getting themselves involved in debt, and then going into the new year, with debt on them against their names. So a bit of caution as well. When you're going into the silly season for Christmas, make sure that you aren't overspending or buying a lot of stuff on credit. Watch your credit as you're going into the new year. Don't overcommit and find yourself in a jam next year. Now, if you're looking at business, in terms of business, 2020 for me and for my team has already started 2 months ago. We wanted to end 2019 with a bang and obviously go into 2020 with a lot of momentum and business going forward. So 2020 has already started for us a couple of months ago, and we've been seeing the results with the momentum that's been building up within the company. So if you're in business, you cannot wait. A lot of people leave their New Year's resolutions for the last day of the year, 31st of December. And they make the resolutions, and then 14 days, 15 days into the new year, you find them breaking the habit. So what we've done is we've implemented something where we started the new year already in terms of business. So going into the new year, we're not waiting for 31st of December to make resolutions. We've already made our resolutions and commitments, and we've already moved. We've already got business lined up for January. So you've got to be thinking ahead, guys. If you're in business for yourself, if you're in running your own company, you've got to be proactive. You've got to take steps to make sure that you aren't going to fall into the trap of not having a great January. Planning your year ahead, planning your months ahead. You've got to take action. The other thing is, resolutions don't last. You've got to take action. A lot of people wait for the last day of the year to make resolutions because it's easy, to make these resolutions and promises. But it's difficult if you start it earlier and you've got to be, doing the work from before the time. So by doing this, you actually create massive momentum, and momentum is one of the most valuable things that you can ever have in business. I've made several videos before on momentum, and I can tell you now it's the driving factor in any business, gaining the momentum. At first, it's very difficult to start, get momentum going. So imagine this, momentum is like a stationary vehicle. When is it the most difficult to push that vehicle? When it's not moving at all. Once you get it moving, it takes a little less effort to keep it moving. You just got to keep up and keep pushing it forward. And if you maintain that, obviously, you're going to be able to get to a point where you can actually build up some great speed and even jump into the vehicle. So momentum is very similar to that. If you are gaining or building up momentum in your business, what happens is at first it's going to take a lot of time, for you to get that initial start. And then once you get it moving, you're going to find it a bit easier, and eventually it's going to start moving on its own. So building up momentum. 2020 momentum is already here, guys. We are, having one of the best months ever in terms of business. And that's all because we started 2020 3-4 months ago with commitments, resolutions, what we want the year to look like. We've already started lining up business. So if you're in business, number one, don't take this for granted. Momentum's massive. Get your 2020 started right now. Put a plan into place of how you can actually have one of the best Januaries, best 2020s, best years to come of your life in business and in your personal life as well. The other thing, remember not to overspend during the Christmas period. I'm going to be making a lot more videos coming up closer to Christmas, but just an early reminder, guys, don't get yourself in debt, and don't leave your resolutions till the last minute. Get out a fresh piece of paper today and start putting your resolutions in place. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't liked my channel or subscribed as yet, please feel free to do so and hit the little bell for notifications. Love you guys. Have a great week ahead. Durban entrepreneurship. Let's go out and make things happen. Cheers.